there, English learners. Welcome to ML's English Podcast, where grammar gets easier, clearer, and a lot more fun. Today's lesson is all about the four faces of a sentence. Think about it. Every single thing we say and write is built out of sentences. But what is a sentence, really? And how can we use them to get exactly what we want across? We're going to break down the four fundamental types. So grab your notebook, stay focused, and let's dive right in.
Okay, let's start at the very, very beginning. Super simple, right? We use words. That's the foundation of everything.
But, a single word usually can't do much on its own. The real magic happens when we start arranging them into groups. That's where meaning starts to take shape.
So let's look at the official definition here. It says a sentence is a group of words that makes complete sense. Now, that's the key. That's the secret sauce. It's not just a random jumble. A sentence has to deliver a whole thought, an idea that can stand on its own 2 feet. So if every sentence has a job, what are those jobs? Well, it turns out that every sentence you have ever said or written or even thought falls into one of 4 distinct categories. You can think of this as your personal communication toolkit. That's it. Just 4. Kind of wild when you think about it, huh? Every complete thought you can possibly express fits into one of these 4 types, and understanding them is the first big step toward communicating with real intention. And here they are, the big 4 functions. You can either make a statement, state a fact, you can ask a question, you can tell somebody to do something, or you can express a really strong feeling. Every single sentence is designed to do one of these things. Let's break each one down. We're going to start with the 2 types you probably use the most. These are the sentences we use all day, every day, to trade information back and forth. This is the real backbone of conversation, giving facts and getting facts. First up, we have the declarative sentence. And just like its name suggests, its job is simply to declare something. This is the workhorse of your communication toolkit. It's used to state a fact or an opinion, to just put information out there. Now, the partner to the declarative sentence is the interrogative, and you can probably hear the word interrogate in there. Its job is to ask a question. So instead of giving information, this sentence is all about requesting it. When you see them side by side like this, it becomes so clear the declarative sentence, Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall, is just pushing information out at you. But the interrogative one, where do you live, is trying to pull information in from you. See that? The flow of information is completely reversed. And that little punctuation mark at the end, a period versus a question mark, that's the signal that tells you which way the information is supposed to be going. Okay, let's move on to our next pair. These 2 sentence types are less about that neutral exchange of information and way more about energy. They're about either causing an action or expressing what's going on inside. This is the imperative sentence. Its purpose is to give an imperative, which is really just a way of saying a command or a request. So whether it's a direct order like be quiet or a softer plea like have mercy upon us, the goal is exactly the same, to make something happen. And our final type is the exclamatory sentence. This one is all about strong feelings. Its job isn't to inform or to command, but simply to exclaim. It's that sentence you use when you're surprised or joyful or even shocked. Looking at these 2 together really highlights a cool difference. An imperative, like be quiet, is aimed outward. It wants someone else to do something. But an exclamatory sentence like what a shame is all internal. It's just you voicing a feeling out loud. One is about action, the other is about emotion. So there we have it. We've looked at all 4 types: declarative, interrogative, imperative, and exclamatory. Let's just put them all together in one place so you can see your complete communication toolkit at a glance. And here's the whole shebang. If you want to state a fact, you use a declarative. If you need to get a fact, you use an interrogative. If you need to cause an action, that's a job for the imperative. And if you just need to express a big emotion, you've got the exclamatory sentence. 4 jobs, 4 tools. Every single complete thought fits right into one of these boxes.
So why does this all matter? I mean, it's just grammar, right? Well, no, it's so much more than that. Mastering this isn't about passing some test. It's about becoming a more precise, a more powerful communicator.
By consciously choosing the right type of sentence, you get total control over the impact of your words. You decide if you want to inform, to inquire, to command, or to emote. So, you now have the 4 essential tools of communication. You understand their function, and you understand their power. The only question left is, what will you build with them? Thanks for tuning in to ML's English Podcast. I hope today's lesson helped you take one more step toward mastering English. If you enjoyed this, like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you'll never miss a new episode. Have questions or grammar topics you'd like to learn next? Drop a comment below. I'm always listening. Until next time, keep learning, keep practicing, and stay confident.